Good afternoon, YouTubers. Rebecca Roy here. And this morning, when I was doing my meditation and I was talking to God, I went into meditation, and then I thought, you know what? I need to make a meditation to help others to be able to merge with God, to go into the void and merge with God. So that's what I did. And a lot of times I will put on my voice recorder while I'm in my meditation, and then I will speak the channeling out loud so that I get it on paper, so it's written down, because I don't have the best memory like I used to when I was younger, and I don't want to miss anything that God says to me, for sure. So this is the channeling, and it's actually quite exciting. All right. I am that I am. Take this saying into your consciousness and completely embrace it. Become one with God. Feel the power that you are. Please use this to help spread the love across the globe and then into the cosmos and all that is multidimensional, multi-reality, multigenerational. Because when you align with the universal God, the great I am, source, the Lord, however you want to put it, you realize you are a unique expression of God. God is expressing themselves through you. And when you finally live with the knowledge and do all that you do with this in mind, you do go to the final activation of your ascension. Exciting. It is claimed by you and all recognition that you are the great I am, and that the great I am is you. And this perfect perfection will merge with you, and you will incorporate this new way of growth. It is the end of the paradigm of duality. You have completed the lesson, and now it is time to move on. It is time for new adventures into the future. The self that you are merging into, all of this vast knowledge that you have gained by being in the duality, for it is all God. The darkness was less light, but once you realize that the darkness was already God and spread your light into your darkness, you become one in love and light. Now all the aspects are understood. Now it is time to move on without duality for all that is the next step. That lesson has been learned and incorporated into the great I am. Now we are becoming the new human, a less dense human, a his/her version of a human, as we have been both his/her in the incarnations that we have had on this earth. We are still an individual spark, a unique spark, an expression of God. You will bring your singularity and your uniqueness, all the while knowing that you are not separate. You are one multifaceted, loving, eternal being, full of light and love, and you can create anything that you desire. What is the next adventure that you wish to do and create in the fifth dimension? The fifth dimension is a state of mind. You have now achieved that state of mind. And in that state of mind, you can co-create anything. How is today different than yesterday? Today is different because you have incorporated. The fact that you realize that you are the great I am, and you are also a unique singularity of the great I am. At the same time, you are a multifaceted spark of love and light. Once you have wrapped your mind around this facet, you will change your life. Your life will merge with God, and you will co-create with God because you know that you are God. There is no fear because that has been fully investigated, and we have triumphed over the duality. So you have no fear of becoming vain. You have no fear of becoming something you do not wish to be. By accepting the immensity of this epiphany, you will be able to immerse yourself in all the knowledge, and once this happens, you will be spreading the light and love. And these concerns and others will not even be in your purview because they will not be part of you. The darkness has been swallowed up by the light. Do not go backwards. Do not allow fear to come back into your being. Accept that it is gone. Accept that you know who you are. Accept that you will be able to create the kind of world in which love is the predominant feeling. Breathe in the love of God, and there will be no illness. Breathe out the love of God, and spread the light and love which carries health, wealth, and joy to all those around you. Health, wealth, and joy is spread every day equally to all. No one is better than the other. Once this concept has been permitted, the majority of the population, everyone else will follow. There will be no wars. There will be no more famine. There will be no more homelessness, because everyone will realize that we are all one. What a good is it for one if it is not for the other? So therefore, what is good for one is good for all. We are all equal. We all have gifts and unique abilities that we need to share so that we can grow and learn new and fun aspects of ourselves. This is where our thoughts will dwell. This is where our thoughts will begin to create a very magical and wonderful place for us to live in the physicality. So be excited for the next chapter. Congratulate your friends and family, for they will also come to the epiphany as their ascension continues. Never fear, for anyone you love will be left behind. No one will be left behind, because we are all one. We are all one. We are all one. We are all one. I am that I am. And that is all. So go forth today, spreading love and joy, following the great I am, which is within you, and doing what brings love and joy. And as you spread that love and joy, it goes around the planet, and then it goes out into the cosmos, and it raises the vibration of everything. Because remember, we're a vibration, and that can be scientifically proven. We're a vibration. As you keep your vibration high, the higher you can keep your vibration, the more love and joy and health and everything you spread. The more I bring of God, the breath of God into me, the healthier I feel. The healthier I feel, because you cannot be unhealthy with the breath of God within you. If you fully emerge with God, you cannot be unhealthy. It's just not possible. Because unhealthy is a malformation of God. And God is not malformed. He's perfect. And so are you. And once you accept the fact that you are perfect and can be perfect, and it's okay to be perfect. It's okay to be perfect. Once you accept that, and accept that you can bring perfection to things, that when you do something you think, oh my, that was wrong, I shouldn't have done that. But what did you learn from that? It's still perfect, because you have a lesson now. Now you know that's not the way to do it. This will happen. So that's how you need to think about it. Because I had a really hard time with this concept. Really, really, really hard time with it. Because that was one of my biggest fears, is that I would become vain. I don't want to be a vain person. I don't want to be a narcissistic person. I don't want to always be thinking of myself. But that's not God. That's not how God works. God thinks of everybody. Thinks about everybody all the time. And God thinks of themselves. So it's okay to love yourself completely. It's okay to love the perfection in you. Jesus has been telling me this. God, I can't even tell you when I first heard that. And I had a really hard time with it. And I said, can we just start with good, that I'm good? And Archangel Raphael would laugh at me, because I couldn't accept the fact that he was saying I was perfect. And when I was when I'm doing readings and they tell the client that they're perfect, there's like this, oh no, don't do that. That's wrong. No, it's not. If we are God, God is perfect, then we are perfect. And once you start seeing the perfection in yourself, you can see the perfection in others. Even if somebody is homeless, you suddenly start to see the perfection in them. It is the most amazing thing that's been happening to me this week. It's just this week. Just this week has been happening for me. So I've only had, today's Friday, I've only had 5 days. I've only had 5 days of, feeling this way. And today was the day that I got this channeling. So I still have more to grow. I still have more to accept. I mean, this is like the mind blown emoji for me. I mean, I am just completely blown away. But every day when I get up, when I wake up, I go into meditation and I become one with God. And I ask God, what do you have for me today? Because I've always known that God had a mission for me. Since I was a child, God has told me, He has a plan for me. And I never fully understood what that meant until 2020, when Yeshua came to me and healed me enough so I could get off the oxygen. And I never grasped it until then. And in 2020, 61 now, so that was 5 years ago, so I was 56. I was 56 years old when I fully understood that I was already doing what God wanted me to do. And now I'm on the next path, next phase of His plan. And now I'm on the next phase of His plan. And I am so excited to see how this phase goes. I don't want to jump ahead. I want to be in the moment. I want to experience this because I wanted to be here on earth for this ascension. So I want to experience the moments from the ascension. I don't want to live in the past. I don't want to live in the future. I just want to live in the now. What is it that I can do for God in this moment? And in this moment, I can give you this channeling. And I hope and I pray that it brings you to the space that it has brought me. And don't feel like, oh, I'm not understanding this completely, because it takes a minute. It takes a minute. Trust me, it really does take a minute. And it's probably going to take a lot more minutes for it to fully absorb into me and fully absorb into you. But I feel so blessed today that I was given this message, and I feel so blessed today that I can give it to you. And you have an absolutely wonderful day. And I'm going to send you a big love wave, because that's what God is giving me. I have love rushing through me right now. If you can see my eyes, you see they're full of tears, because the amount of love that is coming in me right now, that God is giving me to pass on to you, is intense. It's intense. It is intense. So please, please, please share this video. You never know whose life you're going to change just by passing on love. You have a beautiful day. Thank you. Bye-bye.